What's up, dudes? Mr. Few the Aquarium Dude. Long time no see. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but today I want to show you right now my favorite plant, which, as you can see, there's quite a bit of plants to compete with here. But that would be my super giant Amazon sword. When I bought this thing, the leaves were about that wide. The thing stood about this tall, and just every leaf gets a little bigger. You can see this is the newest leaf. You can see a new one's coming up here. But, you know, just having a merged plant that grows leaves this big is awesome. But about 2 weeks ago, I got one of these, which I've heard Corey from Aquarium Co-op, he calls them a spike. And so apparently these are the reproductive parts to them. And so it came up, a different one came up, and about every day it grew about this much until it got to a point now where you can see it starts out here. It just kept growing every day to this day. It just keeps growing. We look back at this 55-gallon tank at how tall this plant has gotten. It's got some beautiful flowers now. These sprouted yesterday. I've been waiting to make this video for it to happen. I'm not sure if that's typical for them to only last a day. I know as far as root tabs go for nutrition, you know, they got plenty of water. We're at a great point now because it's emerged growth. Injecting CO2 into the fish tank wouldn't even do anything. The photosynthesis happens in these leaves. At the bottom is where gas exchange happens. So they got all the CO2 they want. The only limiting factor that could be is nutrients. So I have root tabs. I put one in here I would say every month, sometimes more. If I skip out on it, I can always tell because the new leaves will start to come out crinkled. But you can see here's some roots here, some roots here. I wish I could look at how far the root system on this goes, all right? So I wanted to show off my flowering plant. I got some big news for my life, which is that I will be buying a house here this week. And so it's actually my grandpa's house. I've been starting to clean it up, and so I'm not gonna touch this fish tank until this spike goes through its full flower, full reproduction. I'm hoping I can get some new Amazon swords out of this. And so we'll see. Hopefully, you know, some comments below can help me figure out what to do. I know I need to do some research, but bigger news, because this is gonna come, this is gonna go, but I am planning on starting a fish room. You can see all my rainbows. This is my first generation of them, is all grown up. I would love to breed more of them. I got 4 angelfish that, you know, they're growing up, getting big in this tank. I'd love to breed them. I know the barbs aren't very hard to breed. My calvus, which, excuse me for the dirty tank, they are getting big and fat and confident. They used to only stay in the shell all the time. Now they're coming out and exploring the tank. There's 4 of them in here, but as you can see, they're shell dwellers and they love being in their shell. There's always one in here, and usually I can find one. Yep, he just loves to kind of get peeked up over there. He kind of owns that corner. So, you know, I'm really excited to start breeding all these, to get some more tank space to spread these plants out. This poor banana plant is just buried under this. This tiger lotus, I'd love to be more of a centerpiece of a fish tank. And so I'm super excited to move out. You know, my cherry shrimp are growing like crazy. I couldn't even get a count. I would say there's probably about 30 of them in here. So, you know, everything's just going awesome. So I wanted to make sure I told you guys you'd be along for the way as I move these fish tanks, as I build tank stands, as I put aeration in it, and the best ways that I can set up water changes. And so, dudes, life is good. But I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to check out my beautiful Amazon sword.